Hello, I'm here with Angelina Mancillas, policy advisor for our U.S. government. We'll be asking her one of the three questions that we've been asking students around campus. And the first question is, where is the best place for you to focus when you have your work to do?
I always enjoyed going to libraries. They were always so quiet, and I'd walk in with an iPod, or when I was in school, a little CD player, and I would listen to music and study. I always needed music to focus because it would distract me from everything else that was going
same
on.
here.
So I would find an empty room in the library or an empty corner and just go there, and that's where it was always best to focus for me.
Great. Sergio?
The second question is, what are some strategies that you use to focus?
To focus, that's always hard because my mind is always going 100 miles a minute. But the best strategies that I found was just to write down a list of what I needed to get done. And every time I would finish, check it off. Because then you kind of have an idea of I'm making progress, and that always helped me a lot. Even now at work, I always have a list on my desk, and everyone knows when I have a list, don't talk to me because I'm working.
Yeah.
And the list always worked, and just music always helped.
Well, that's something we will advise to our students.
Definitely. The list making. And being organized, because if you're unorganized and you're trying to focus, it's really hard to do that because you have 1,000 things in front of you and you get distracted easily, or I did at least.
So your list helps you motivate you to keep on going with your workload or whatever else it is that you're doing.
Yes.
Yeah.
What is one of the biggest distractions or things that prevent you from focusing in college?
In college, it was my cell phone with text messages coming through all the time, and Facebook.
Oh no.
Facebook was evil.
Yeah.
So I would have to disconnect from Facebook, turn my cell phone off, and after that I could focus on what I was doing.
Okay, and lastly, what is your job? What kind of focusing do you need to have in your job if you do now?
My job, 98% of my job is reading and writing. So I need to be able to read something, understand what it says, and translate that into, shorten it, translate it into English sometimes, or translate it from policy language into plain English, plain language. So that's always the hardest part.
Interesting. Thank you very much for having us and answering our questions.
You're welcome.
That was very nice of you, and we learned a lot from you today as well.
I'm glad you did. Thank you.
The dawn is breaking, a light shining through.
At number 28, an Olympic image that if you watched it at the time, Barcelona 1992, will live with you forever.
Derek Redmond in the best form he's shown since he broke the British record. Cuban Hernandez has got Redmond to aim at, and so too in line number 3 is Steve Lewis, but Redmond's gone off very fast indeed, and so too is Ismail of Qatar. Down the back straight, he's the fractional leader. Bado of Nigeria has gone very quickly, and Redmond has broken down. He's on the track, kneeling down, and Derek Redmond, well, his injury problem, the jinx has struck again.
Upon the clouds, so warm as I wrap the cotton blanket around. This world couldn't really bring me down now, 'cause I
you're barely waking.